Hi everyone, it's Anastasia here. I have a card process to share with you, and this is in connection to some art girls ODDtoberFEST, and this is the black and white challenge. And I'm using the two clear stamp sets from some art girl to create this. I'm using the flowers from one set and a sentiment from another. And all the links will be in the comment section of my video. I'm basically stamping these in the background with Simon Says Stamp clear ink, and then I'm embossing it with Ranger's white embossing powder. This is the fine version. It's my first time using it, and I really like it. It's really delicate. It really shows off those fine lines perfectly. I stamped these flowers quite randomly here and there. I didn't want to make it into a pattern of any sort, just here, there and everywhere kind of a thought. And then all I do is heat emboss. And as you can see those flowers taking shape when after they've been heat embossed, and a bit shiny too. Then I decided to stamp some more, and I wanted to use black embossing powder. And the one I'm using is from Lindy's Stamp Gang. I forgot to tell you that I used my embossing buddy, I think it's called, to prep the surface so it wouldn't stick everywhere. But of course, when you use black embossing powder, it tends to stick kinda everywhere. So it did a bit. I wasn't too bothered since I was gonna be all misting and doing all sort of crazy stuff. I thought, why not just give it a go and see what it looks like. So I just used a dry brush to get most of the black embossing powder out of the way, at least where it wasn't supposed to be, so making it look a bit more polished, I guess. And as you can see, I just kind of smudged one of the flowers because I was too enthusiastic with the cleaning part. But I'll restamp that again anyway, so that will be saved. And then I added this little strip of black sparkly paper from Die Cuts with a View, because I thought it needed some angling. So I cut a bit of the card away, like I think it's 1/8 of an inch, maybe a tiny little bit bigger, and I stuck the paper underneath so you can kind of see it through when the card is open. We'll actually do that later, as you see. So now it's for the misting, doing a bit of splattering all over the place, and I went a wee bit crazy there. I mean, I like the result, but it's a bit messy, but it turned out to be a good kind of messy. And then I used white mist as well, just to kind of tone it down a little bit. And as an afterthought, I really should have created the front panel on a separate piece of paper, because you get kind of the mist goes kind of up through the card. But it's okay if I just add another layer inside the card, should be fine. Just you might want to keep that in mind if you're creating cards like that. And of course, watercolor paper would work absolutely perfect for this technique. Now I'm just using my score tape to stick these glittery parts down. I really like how that is the same width. Makes it easy for me. So you see that strip of black paper really makes the card more, I don't know, focused, I guess. I'm trying to say at least. So as you can see, you can see a bit of splatters all over the place. So an afterthought, use a piece of watercolor paper. Now I'm just adding the doily to the front, making sure that it's all stuck down nicely. So then I'm picking up my sentiment and I'm going for the oh happy day. I'm just stamping that with black ink on the same kind of white cardstock as I use for the card base. And then I cut that down in and make a little bit of an angle to make it a bit more interesting. And of course, just had to add a bit of foam. I do love my foam tape. Now there, my camera died there for a little bit. Apparently I was making it work too hard. So I did put, took out some flowers from I Am Roses. And they are of course all black and white. And stuck them here and there. So they would actually make it into a hole. And then I used the glossy accent as the glue. Since it's all a bit, lots of embossing, misting and all that, I thought why not use a proper glue that would not make these little pretties fall apart. So I'm just rearranging those where I think they would look best. And then when all these flowers were done, I still thought it like needed just that little bit of something else. I guess it was not sparkly enough. So I decided to use my liquid pearls. This is the Pearl Pearl. And I'm just adding little pearls randomly here and there to give it a bit more of an elegance, I suppose. And these are really good. These dry really fast. And they don't flatten out that easily. I really like them. But then it still needed a bit of sparkle, so the gem stash to the rescue, and I just put them here and there just to add a bit of sparkle and prettiness, I suppose. And again my camera died, the poor thing, but here's the card. And I hope you like it, and definitely hop on over to Some Hot Girl and join us. Bye.